Hi guys, what's up? It's Kehlani here, and today I'm going to explain to you guys a few things that I look out for to know whether a stock is going to have a trend reversal or whether it's just a pullback. So we're going to go over that stuff now. We are specifically looking at QQQ and what happened on Tuesday. So if you guys don't know, QQQ had a huge trend reversal. It was down like $9 or $10 and ended up closing, I don't want to say positive, but actually it wasn't positive, but it closed significantly higher than what it opened at. Let's just say it like that. Okay, so since this is the time frame that we are looking at, I'm just going to make like a little line. Here's the time frame that we are looking at QQQ. Next, I'm going to identify the price point in which QQQ had that major reversal from. So it is this 560 support. And what we want to look for when it comes to this price level is how many times did the stock touch it, whether it was support or resistance. So as we can see here, at the end of August, we got some support around 560. Around here, we got some support at 560. Here, got some support at 560, some resistance over here, but a lot of support coming in. So obviously, we know that buyers are willing to step in QQQ at 560. Now, does this always mean that there's going to be a reversal at 560? Probably not, but for a couple of times, it's actually going to work. Who knows if it's actually going to go higher than the highs of like 580, but this is a nice price point where we know that buyers will step in at just because of history. Now, what I personally look for if it's a continuous support, for example, if it was supported multiple times these past couple of months, I would look for a candlestick straight through 560, like a big, strong, fat candle going straight through 560. Then I know, okay, buyers aren't really stepping in at this price point. And if it goes lower than 560, then I would want to take puts. Now, how do we know that there's going to be some sort of reversal? Is right around 560, we get some weaker candles, which means they have shorter bodies, maybe longer wicks. Those I would identify as weaker candles. The long, strong, big candlesticks, those are really strong. Okay, so we get some weaker candlesticks around 560. You probably just want to step back. This is not going to be your entry point. For me, the entry point would have been at the day's high, which is 565. And let's go ahead and chart that out too, because that is going to serve as a resistance now turn support. So what do we also see? There's a lot of consolidation between 560 and 565. We see it here, we see it here. It's some support over here. We see consolidation over here. So now we have a range from 560 to 565. It acts as a support or area of consolidation, waiting for buyers to step in around this range. Next, what would make QQQ push even higher? Consider any gap fills. There is a gap all the way up to 569. You know, that might be an incentive to take calls on QQQ because there is a gap fill trade and you're going to get about $5 in your favor. And yeah, so those are things that I look out for. Create a range of where the stock made the reversal from. Things I would look out for if it was going to be a pullback would be a strong red candle through the support and no weak candles. So if I thought QQQ was going down lower than 560, there would be a big red candle, and then I would say, okay, there's a gap fill trade to about 555. So that would make me get in on QQQ, but there's also more support at 552. So I'd probably want to take it at I would want to take puts till about 552. Anyways, that's my thought process when it comes to whether it's a reversal or a pullback. If you guys have any questions, leave them down below. Bye.